In this video, we're going to continue summarizing the quest lore that you're probably not going to read while leveling your character in Wrath Classic. Before we get into this though, if you missed the last episode, then go ahead and click this link right over here. But if you're all ready to go, then let's jump in and find out what's going on in World of Warcraft. You start off by speaking with Orphis of Kamagua. He tells you that the path to the east is a primary hunting ground for the Tuskar, but lately the dead have risen over there and they're out for blood. So he's looking for heroes like yourself to assist in the situation. Now Orphis wants you to check out Shield Hill, which is the place we were at before looking for ancient bones for Hacksaw Jenny. And Orphis wants you to go over there and check the desecrated graves to get some clues as to why this is all going on. You know, with them rising from the ground and, out for blood. So from here, you make your way to the hill. And once you arrive, you search multiple grave sites and find 4 different clues. Then you return to Orphis to report. What he gathers is that pirates have been looting the place, and says that we need to recover the stolen artifacts that were there and return them to Shield Hill, so that his people may know peace once again and maybe it'll calm down the area. Now Orphis says that the Tuskar have been at war with the North Sea freebooters, which are most likely the thieves that stole the artifacts from the gravesite. And if any Tuskar could help with the situation right now, it's Elder Atuik. So he wants you to take the lift behind him, which will bring you into Kamagua. Once you're there, you'll need to deliver the clues that you found straight to the Elder. From here, you take the lift. And once you arrive in the Tuskar village, you speak with Elder Atuik, handing him over the clues that you found in Shield Hill. He says that the pirates that committed the thievery are located at Scalawag Point, which is located to the far south of here. The problem is, they've fortified their camp with many deadly defenses. But the Tuskar helped out someone named Grezix Spindlesnap in the past, and he's been able to feed the thieves misinformation about the Tuskar attack plans. Grezix can be found at his ship off the coast to the southwest of here, and he might be able to help you out. Now, regarding the Tuskar, they live mostly off of the fish that they catch, and the village of Iskal nearby was attacked by pirates. So needless to say, the residents there have become displaced and they're flooding into Kamagua, which means that the people here are going to need more food to account for everyone coming in. Atuik wants you to obtain 6 pieces of island shovel tusk meat from the Isle of Spears, because over there, there's supposedly a ton of those animals. So now you head to the area on the Isle of Spears where the shovel tusks are located. Kill 6 of them for their slabs of meat, then you make your way to Grezix's ship. And once you get there, he tells you that the North Sea freebooters love tin. Not really sure how that bit of information is going to come into play yet, but he mentions it. And he talks about getting you into Scalawag. Pretty much when you're ready, speak to Lou here and you'll head out. And once you get there, you're to speak with Silver Moon Harry, who will have information as to the stuff that they took from Shield Hill. So you jump into the canoe with Lou, and he takes you to Scalawag Point. Once you get there, you speak with Silver Moon Harry. And he's named that because supposedly he's really into blood elves. Anyways, regarding the artifacts that they took from Shield Hill, everyone that came in contact with them has either ended up dead, missing, or both. But if you're still interested about what happened to them, then he'll help you out, but for a cost. So his price is getting back a Sindori crystal that someone named Jonas Sterling fed to an orca named Scoodles. And this orca can be found southeast of Scalawag. Basically, you need to kill the orca and rip out the crystal and return it back to Harry. Once that's done, then he said we can get down to business. From here, you leave the tent and run up to Handsome Terry. He says that he specializes in treasure that regular pirates really don't appreciate. Antiques, art, stuff like that. And mentions that Black Conrad's fleet sank to the south of here years ago. Well, that shipwreck was picked clean of all the gold and jewelry and everything by divers a long time ago. But there remains 2 items of interest still on the ship. One is a museum quality Amani vase, and the other is an eagle figurine. If you go get those, then Terry here will vouch for you with the other pirates. So now you head out to the water, kill Scoodles for the Sindori crystal, then dive down to Conrad's fleet and recover the eagle statue as well as the Amani vase. Then you head up to the surface and back to Terry. Handing him the relics, he says that we're gonna go places together. You with your can-do attitude, and him with his, so he says, good looks. I've got nothing else to say about that. Now he's really starting to think business and he pitches you something. He says that pirates really aren't known for hygiene and Because of that, there are probably 5 to 6 more rats on ship than there are humans. Well, when they came to shore, the rats on ship did too, and they started infecting all the bears in the area. And specifically, all of these bears are infected with rabies. So now the boss pirate wants them all dead, but the thing is that all of the nobles in Stormwind wear this musk fragrance, and that musk comes from these bears. So it's kind of a good business opportunity. You kill the bears and the pirate boss is happy, and Terry sells the musk. So in the surrounding area, you're to go kill bears until you have 4 of their musks. Now you run up to Taruk, and he says that the pirates here love to gamble, but they don't like to pay their gambling debts. One of them is Silvermoon Harry, who owes Taruk some gold. So if you're down to make some coin, then go get the gold that Harry owes him. Now you run up on the ship and speak with Scuttle Frostprow, and she says that she needs the deck swab before Mad Jonah comes around. But the problem is, they're out of soap. She says that up on the northwest coast of this island, there's a bunch of sea lions. And if you bring back the blubber from the alpha named Big Roy, then she'll be able to make the best soap that you've ever seen. Funny enough, she considers you the newbie of this area, and that's why she's sending you out to go get the stuff. Sounds like you've been accepted amongst the pirates, I guess, as one of their own. Now you run back into Harry's tent, and hand him the Sindori crystal that you pulled out of Scoodles, the orca. He ends up cradling it like a baby, and then realizes that he's still got business to do with you. When you confront him about the unpaid debts, he kinda loses it and attacks you. But a few whacks on the head gets him to submit and fess up to the fact that he really does need to pay. After that awkward interaction, Harry talks more about the artifacts that were stolen from Shield Hill. And specifically, there are 4 of them. One is the Staff of Storm's Fury. And first off, he says that you're crazy to go looking for these artifacts because anyone that's come in contact with them has either gone mad or they've been killed. But if you're still down to go get them, then he says that the staff can be found in an abandoned ship on the coast of the Isle of Spears north of here. He also warns you to not bring it back here. Oh, and also to watch out for Abdul because he'll tear your heart out. The Frozen Heart of Isildoth is the next one on the list. Basically, one of the pirates named Jonah kind of went crazy when he pulled this frozen heart out of one of the graves. And now he resides in a cave to the north of the island. Last Harry heard, the heart is in the back of the bear den. Again, he says not to bring it back here. Then there's the lost shield of the Esserites. Now, Harry asks if you can hear the cannon fire coming from the northeast. Well, that's from Captain Ellis's ship called the Sister Mercy. But the thing is, him and his crew were killed a month ago. So, you've guessed it, ghost ship. They dock on the small island between here and Sorloth Strand to pick up more souls for the ship's crew every 5 minutes, because apparently there's plenty of souls to pick up around here. But basically, Captain Ellis is the man to talk to, or rather the ghost to talk to, regarding information about the shield. And lastly, there's the ancient armor of the Valdir. Anybody know how to actually pronounce their name? Because I can't figure it out. Do you keep the K silent? Is it Valdir? I don't know. Let's just say Cavaldir. Harry says that he was on the vessel that was bringing in the armor, and that's when they were attacked by the Forsaken Destroyer. And when the Forsaken attacked, they end up sinking Harry's ship, and they stole all of the valuable stuff, including the armor. Now, Harry says that you can take his bomber here and head out to the Isle where the Destroyer is docked. Just talk to Elena outside of the tent and she'll get you squared away. Again, he also mentions don't bring any of this stuff back here. So it looks like we've got a lot of adventuring to do, but first let's get some of these small quests out of the way. You run back up to Taruk, and he says well done on getting Harry to pay up, and he gives you your share of the cut, mentioning that there's really not a shortage of where this came from because there's plenty of pirates on the island who haven't paid up their debts. Like Jack Adams, but he's not a pushover like Harry. Basically, instead of using brute force because he hangs out with a lot of really tough pirates all day, you need to take advantage of his drinking habit. So the plan is to get one of the barmaids to get him super drunk until he passes out, and then you can slip your hands into his pockets and get the gold that he owes to Taruk. So now you run into the bar, and when you get there, you speak with Olga, the scalawag wench, and mention to her that you'd like to buy Jack a drink, specifically something that's extra strong. And she kind of catches on and says that if you're gonna pull a stunt on Jack, then, you need to pay up. And her bribe is just 1 piece of gold, nothing much. But she says that you'd best wait to do anything until she leaves after, she gets him really drunk. So you pay up, and Olga walks over to Jack and gives him the drink. He drinks it, and he passes out, allowing you to sift through his pockets for Taruk's money. Then you leave the bar and report back on what happened. He says that he's really impressed with your work and he's not easily impressed. But now he mentions a name that you probably heard about earlier. And that name is Black Conrad, who happens to be a pretty famous pirate around here. Apparently, he owed Taruk as well, but he never paid up. The problem is, he's kinda dead. So Taruk was about to write off the entire thing until he found this map. And this map marks a location on the island where Conrad buried his treasure. This is turning literally into a pirate treasure hunting kind of quest. I love this stuff so far. Anyways, Taruk said that with this, Conrad won't be able to get away with paying him back even though he's dead. So now you make your way to where the X marks the spot on the map, which happens to be right here. Once you get there, you start digging for the treasure. And that's when the ghosts of Conrad and a few of his men show up, stating that if you want the treasure, you're gonna have to fight for it, which ends up being pretty easy as you kill them, making them dead a second time. And once you have the treasure, you make your way back to Taruk at Scalawag Point. He says that he'll take the gold that was owed to him, and as far as everything else in the treasure, it's yours to keep. He also mentions that if you need something more permanent as far as work goes, then he's pretty sure he could arrange something. And with that quest turned in, you complete what looks to be the 6th chapter listed for the Howling Fjord quest line. But wait, you're probably wondering, what about the 4 artifacts we were supposed to go get? And we will go get those, but we'll have to do that in the next video. For the first time in a pretty long time, I'm getting kind of excited about these quests. Specifically the 4 artifacts that you have to go recover. I don't know, there's something about going to get these artifacts that just has this adventurous feel, and I'm kind of excited to see what happens. But we will take a look at that next week. As far as the chapters go, it's not very streamlined in Wrath, and I thought it was gonna be. It looks like you end up doing a bunch of different objects for multiple chapters all at the same time. So we may need to adjust things here and there on how we make these videos, but we'll get it done. Anyways, if you've made it this far and you're not subscribed to the channel, then consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here for the journey. Also, make sure to hit the bell icon for notifications, and that way, when I post a new video, YouTube will let you know. Also, if you really want to get deeper into this community that we have here, I stream live on YouTube Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, usually during the daytime, sometimes at night, kind of experimenting with which time is the best time to do it. And I stream gathering this content and writing the script, and I also stream playing World of Warcraft and other games. So if you're interested in the stream, come on over, love to hang out with you. And as always, a big shout out to the Order of Lore Masters. Those are the people who have joined the membership of this channel, and I really appreciate your support. If you'd like to join the membership, then go ahead and check out the link down below. And with that, I'll see you next week when we find out what's going on in the Tales of Azeroth.